Why TAO? I think it's TAO because it's a totally different type of experience, right? It's immersive. It takes you away. You're not at Mohegan Sun, you're not in New York, you're at TAO. And I think from a F&B perspective, we've always had great F&B, but I don't know that we've had differentiating experiential F&B. From a construction perspective, I mean, this is humongous construction project. And it's always amazing to me to see like a construction process like this, because you go from a restaurant that looks nothing like TAO, and then everything gets demoed. Even though the room might be built with, without the intricacies and the design and some of the, the lights and everything that gets brought in, you're kind of guessing and imagining, right? Like, what is this really gonna look like when it opens? Every single thing about TAO has a story. It's kind of like Mohegan Sun. When you walk around Mohegan Sun, everything has a story. It's the same thing at TAO.
My name is Chris. I'm the Director of Fine Dining here at Mohegan Sun. Some of my core responsibilities are Novell, Tuscany, TAO, as well as the 33rd floor and clay pipe. So right now we're gonna take a trip into TAO and see exactly where we are at in the construction process. Right here we're going to have banquettes. As you can see, some of the panels that are coming in right now, and you'll see the focal point in this back area is actually this wrapped column. Water feature coming down on both of these sides. And the very first impression of the entire restaurant is the Kuan Yin right here. So during the construction, obviously I'm looking for a lot of the front of house operations as well as kitchen operations to make sure that it makes sense for running the operation on a day-to-day basis. We want to make sure that all of our point of sale systems are in the right spots, exactly where the staff is going to gather. TAO's just such a vibe that you want to go in there and you want to have a good time, and it attracts a lot of large parties.
You only get one chance to open, and that's that's what I always tell our team, and TAO really feels the same way. So I think when you're going to open something big like a TAO, you're nervous. You want to make sure that it goes great. Jason.
Morning.
How's it going?
Good. Good to see you.
Running out of time.
Yes.
Let's check it out. Tell me what's going on.
So we're doing the final cleaning right now on the ceiling. You can see we got about half. We're about a half an hour away from starting the system.
Is it gonna work?
It's gonna work.
It's not gonna overflow? So I go in and I talk to Jason, like, oh, I guess a plumber didn't seal something up. They had a humongous waterfall in Victoria's Secret. And my concern at that point is like, are we gonna be able to make sure we repair Victoria's Secret, but are we gonna be able to get the restaurant open on time? When are you gonna load furniture in here?
Tomorrow morning.
That soon?
5 a.m.
The lighting system, how's that going?
Focus Lighting is on the road from New York to start tomorrow morning, 7 a.m.
Dan, still is giving me a hard time with the water features. No more water features, but I assure you the next thing we do probably will have a water feature.
So the starting process of opening up any restaurant is actually getting the managers in place. We're really lucky to have done all of our Zoom interviews with the general manager, Brian. So we're here on day 3 of the interviews in the Sky Convention Center for Mohegan Sun. So standards for TAO and Mohegan Sun, we're looking for the top end for hospitality. Jamyang, good morning. You can come right with me. So welcome, my name's Chris, I'm the Director of Fine Dining.
You want to tell me a little bit about what you know about the brand?
So what do you think is the number one thing you need to work on if you were to get hired over at TAO?
You know the difference between whiskey and scotch?
On to the next one. Altogether, this is not an easy process whatsoever, but we will find the best people out of this entire experience.
It's the day of the pep rally. We have all these new TAO team members, but really they're Mohegan Sun team members. And it was great to see our brands, come together. Because I think, from a leadership perspective, we had so much in common and we knew the alignment that our two organizations have.
There were many delays, like I said, but we are finally here. We've changed dates many times. We've changed the format of our training to deal with COVID and the various challenges that has brought on. But I trust that it's going to be all worth it once we open the doors.
This is a project that we've all been really, really excited for and working on for 3 or 4 years. So to finally be here, getting ready to open the restaurant, we're all tremendously excited and look forward to working with all of you to drive, just a humongous success for our property. Thank you. So, after the pep rally, I head over to TAO and it's almost done, right? So you're walking around, I'm talking to Jason, just getting an update, making sure all the small details that we had to get cleaned up, we're gonna get done. And you finally get a sense of like what this, humongous investment finally looks like.
I think for so long that we've been in the phase of getting ready to open, getting all the ducks in a row, and they finally are. We're just anxious to get the doors open.
Yeah, see right there? Yep. You find the fat line and just cut right down. Then you plate it the same way. Make a pile in the center of the plate and then put the fish on top. Just let this cook. You don't have to go crazy. By the end of the night, your arm's gonna be dead. So he'll say like, give me a lo mein tray 2. He'll come over and you put it right here.
Pre-shift is important no matter what outlet you're in, and we take it to the next level in TAO.
Welcome back to Pre-Shift, Sunday night, day 3, friends and family.
Little things to remember: table numbers, position numbers, taking temperatures.
Let's try our absolute best to make sure we're stacking like plates. Let's make sure we're loading those glass racks from the top down.
Once the music gets going, once it gets dark, once the room is filled, you gotta be loud.
1, 2, 3,
It's so rewarding to be able to show off this beautiful space to everybody, and it's just so rewarding in the end.
The journey that we've been on for 4 years to make this happen, to see people walk into our room and the challenges of COVID and to open the doors and see people with such excitement gets us thrilled for Tuesday night when we open.
I always think about like in my position now is like leaving a legacy behind at Mohegan Sun, leaving a legacy from a team member perspective, but I also think from a property standpoint. And I hope that when people think back 10 or 15 years, whether I'm here or not, whoever's here, they think like that was a great addition. I think that, for me, that's something that, really has my name next to it because I just thought it was the right move for our property. And, so far it's been great.